Hi, Sean Bergen here again, and in this video I'm going to run through some of the changes between version 5 and earlier versions of OneTrack. First thing existing users will notice are the obvious changes to the user interface. Not only is there a more unified color scheme in version 5, but you can now choose your own color schemes. In the settings view, we can now choose our locked and unlocked colors, as well as toggling on daylight mode if we need it. The playlist view has changed a bit but retains a familiar feel. OneTrack playlists are now called setlists, and we now get this circled plus button for creating new ones. Swipe left on a setlist and we get the option to clean, rename, duplicate or delete it. Tap on the ellipsis to the right of the setlist and we can turn on autoplay or loop for it. If a setlist has autoplay turned on, then tracks will play automatically, one after the other, just as if you were in the music app. If loop is turned on, then the setlist will loop back to the start after the final track plays. Beneath the setlist name we can see when it was last modified, how many tracks it contains, and its duration. Our iTunes playlists have similar capabilities, except that when we swipe left, we get only two options, clean and duplicate. The Tracks view has also changed a bit. Top right we have the Add Tracks button, which replaces the Edit button. It's the circled plus button. If we want to reorder tracks, we now just move the track a bit to the right, then drag it up or down. Swipe left to clean, rename, duplicate or delete tracks. And tap on the ellipsis on the right edge to toggle on or off autoplay or loop for each track. Under the hood, OneTrack now does a huge amount of checking to see if your tracks are playable or missing, and keeps you informed so you'll never be let down on stage again. The main playing view remains fundamentally the same with an improved layout. There are loop and autoplay buttons available for both the current and the next tracks. Moving on to the settings view, and cue sheets have been improved and there are now 3 different layout options available. Remote control settings for the iJet and Audio Ape type remotes has been hugely improved, and you can now freely customize all the buttons. Both the AirTurn type remotes and the iJet type remotes have a very useful new Start Show option, which will lock OneTrack, start the show timer, start the first track of your setlist playing, and ensure that all the tracks are enabled. And finally, there's now the ability to archive and restore your OneTrack database using iCloud. This makes it easy to share setlists between devices, as well as giving you the security of cloud-based backup of your data. This doesn't back up your media library or your music, just the data stored by OneTrack, meaning that most actions are more or less instantaneous. Well, that's it for the brief overview of changes. Play around with the new version and read the manual to get comfortable with the new way of doing things. You might also find it useful to take a look at the videos which I'm producing to cover all areas of OneTrack. Thank you.